Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. Midday money on a Wednesday, 4th. Let's get to it a little later than I anticipated. I was trying to get some things posted for tonight's look at lines. It'll be on Picks and Parlays, Winners and Whiners, and Sean Higgs as always. At Mr. Sean Higgs on the X. We are streaming on the X. Their little, whatever their little thing is they do there. We're up and running. Plays are posted. I made an official list. I know we did a bunch of tournament games last night. We went over all of them for today. And that's what Look at Lines is. We're going to come in and go over the schedule for the next day. So tonight, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, I will be back with another live show. You don't want to miss out on that. Plays are in the chat. They are on the screen. Michael B. is in the place to be. Hello. iHeartRadio podcast after the fact. The Look at Line show does so much better view-wise and stuff, count-wise, than Midday Money, which is fine. I do not mind. I'm not angry. It's as long as we're getting some people listening and helping folks out, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. We're not going to spin here all day. We got live action going on. I'm invested here in Bellarmine early. We'll see how that plays out for us. 19-14 with 10 to go. Let's get at it. Let's get all the games here. Hold on, Michael B. You saw they got me back to even money last night. A little annoyed myself for leaving so many winners on the board, especially because I can't find a game really today. It happens. I'm a little annoyed at myself. I went 2-2, and I left guys out there. I was so just fascinated with the tournament coming up and trying to get a lot of stuff done. Today, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games today. I came in firing. Arkansas State to win the Sun Belt, worth a shot. I like it. Let's get to them. Let's get to what we got here. So I'm not going to go over every single game. We did that last night. You can listen to iHeartRadio for every single tournament game for today. They're out of the way already. All right. Now, the ugly game, 67 and 64 minus $830. The web, we're going to head to Gardner Weeb, the Weeb out of the Big South, 7:30 tonight, plus 11.5 points. Stonehill in the Northeast, a 7 o'clock start time for them on the road at Lemoyne, plus 6.5. Chicago State, again, 7 o'clock time, NEC action, 11.5 in Long Island. North Alabama here. This goes at 2:30 against Gulf Coast, plus 8.5. ASUN action from the North Florida home court. The Innies, 130 wins, 92 losses, plus $2,505. Kansas City Rouge, plus 8.5 versus Oral Roberts in Summit League action, 8 p.m. tonight. Sioux Falls neutral court there. UL gets the call. Lafayette plus 6.5. Although I'm looking at now, it's gone down to 6 in some spots there. So there's that one. This was last night. If you tuned in, I have a Madison at a 4.5. So this line went up from last night. 6.5. Now 6. I see a 5.5 at MGM and DraftKings as I do this live show. Close calls are 75 and 71, minus 370. Wagner is there at plus 5.5 as a underdog versus Central Connecticut. And 1 regular season college basketball game, 156 to 148 plus $75. Arkansas gets the call after getting demolished by Florida. Arkansas minus 7.5. Now, the records of the close, the uglies, and the ins since January the 8th. Have I bet every single one of these games? No. I say that every single day for those watching. I know new people come in and find shows, and they come in and be like, what the hell, you bet 700 basketball games or whatever? No, these are just a dog trend I've been following. Ugly, in, and close. Now, did I bet some of these games? Yes. Did I bet them all? Some days I do. Some days I don't. Out of today's card, how many do I have here? What do I got? 3, 4 of these? 5 of these? So I am invested in these. Record keeping wise here on the show, it's a little different. Some are close. I want to play them. I don't. They're close plays. They're exactly what it says here. Exactly what they say. I don't tell you to play them all. I say these fit my parameters. Some I like more than others, and those I bet. There you go. Hit the comments and we'll get out of here and go watch some college hoops and move on to Thursday action. JK's in the house. USC at the points. Arkansas first half, yes. Villanova, everybody's going to love DePaul. Maybe a Penn Stater, huh? Might take the Thunder. Again, NBA stuff. First basket, Queta. Kadobi. Queta plus $7 from Groovy. NBA first baskets. Here we go. Bellarmine getting it done a little early here. We like to see that. Up 9. Rams just traded for Cheeseburger and McDuffie. What did they give up? You know I'm not high on the Chiefs. Rams and Chargers for me next year for Super Bowl contenders. There's that. Not that we're going to talk football. That's it. That's a wrap. Putting a bow on this guy. 10 minutes, more than enough time. We talked about all these games last night as well. A first-round pick, huh? For a Pro Bowl corner. You come back and listen to iHeartRadio if you'd like to. Again, these have been rehashed. Last night we went over each game individually. Today, picks for the show. And there you have it. Mahomes will be back. Yeah, when? When's he coming back? Gas station, quick question. I hear Capper talk about trend betting. Favorites for more Big Ten games, blah, blah. Do I use that kind of stuff? No. I mean, especially this kind of are trends useful? I like to look at last 10-day trends, last 10 games for these teams right now. Going back years, to me, this isn't the old days. You know, up to like probably 2010, you could get away with stuff like that. You had guys coaching forever. Dean Smith, Coach K, like Gene Cady, John Thompson, Massimino, Boeheim. You had guys at schools for decades. You didn't have one and done. You didn't have portal. You didn't have all this other nonsense. That kind of stuff I got to throw right out the window. How'd they play in the last 10 coming into action? How they this season? Favorites are 4 more. How they doing this year? How'd that team do this year in that spot? How did it do just them in their 32 games they played this season? How are they in that spot? They can't just randomly, well, you know what happens on Tuesday? All right, well, you know what? I didn't bet them the other 900 Tuesdays, so I don't know if I got to bet them today. That's what I think of that. Chiefs might be taking a Mogan next year and resetting for the following year. His stats have gone down the last 4 years. Mahomes, by the way. Lex, my guy. I love to keep it classy with Lex. Oakland in baseball. I don't even know what they're playing. There's my basketball. Again, it's in the chat. iHeartRadio. On the X. Come give it a follow if you're a YouTuber. On the show on Higgs, you get these as well. So there's that. And I'm out of here. I'm going to watch some basketball. Hope Bellarmine comes in. We talked about North Alabama Gulf Coast. You see it here. It makes it as a ugly play. North Alabama. I'm going to go enjoy some hoops. You should too. Back tonight with Look At Lines. See you there.